Big up, good people, and welcome to your favorite sports show, E-Bread Boy Sports Show. So we're gonna have a live session today about the KAIZER Chiefs. Yeah, it's been a hard a year for us. Uh, Everything has not been going well. As KAIZER Chiefs fans, we have been disappointed in many ways. So we are trying by all means to we try and get together and try and have a conversation ukuthi what do we need has to be done at KAIZER Chiefs and how can it be done. So we're gonna start about the game yesterday, about all the things that happened, and see ukuthi simiphi as as fans, because what has been happening at Chiefs njengamanje, it's a very disappointing thing, especially for us fans who wish Chiefs could do more, and right now they are not doing more. And look at yesterday's game. This is, as you can see on the screen right now, we have our stats for yesterday's game, and it's been not it's been not a good thing, as a lot of people will say. It's been not a good thing as fans, Tina, as supported Chiefs, because we want this club to do more, and Bona, they are always disappointing us. So as you can see, stats from yesterday's game, Chiefs had more expected goals, and the ball possession here too had 60% ball possession, 14 total shots, 9 shots on target. We created 2 big chances and had 4 corners. And Stellenbosch had 0.70 expected goals. So they actually expected a less than 1 goal kule game the way that they play. Ball possession was 40%. Total shot that they had were 8 total shots. And they had 3 shots on target. But yeah, you ask yourself, Woody, how did Chiefs lose this game? We are all asking ourselves that question, Woody. So, how did Chiefs lose this game? For me to tell you guys, it's very simple. It's the decision making by the coaches. Because we all saw a first half as the Chiefs played a good game, and we saw a first half, Woody. We saw Chiefs were trying to do something. We created more opportunities in the first half than the second half, because I feel like as soon as second half started, we saw a squad trembling. So one of the main reasons that I always speak about Mina is the thing that is making the Chiefs to be not consistent for me is this thing of not having a strong starting 11. This thing of always chopping and changing our players in order for us to make other players play. I think the best team has to play njengamanje. The coaches have to make those kind of decisions. The best team has to play. Or if the coaches don't have control of that, I think board management who may have control when it's come to lineup selection, because we have been seeing a lot of changes. But at the other hand, I have to, if I'm saying this thing or what it board has been making a lot of changes, I think I may be lying to myself, because some players have not been playing. Because if he board wants most of the players to play, we would have been seeing a lot of players like Ethan Chislets, Shinga, Luke Badman, Villabai play more. But we are not seeing these kind of players play more. So they decided to go with a different lineup horizon. This was the lineup that we started with. We had Brennan Peterson on goal, Dylan Solomons, Zita Kwinika, Marco, Ungobo, Umaboy, Lilepo, Ethan Chislet on debut, Ashley Dupris on the winger, and Flavio Silva. So for me, when I look at this lineup, there are 2 things that were wrong. Lineup. There were 2 things that were wrong. Especially if we look at Lilepo, he had a horrible game, and one of the reasons for Lilepo to have that kind of a horrible game is because he was playing with right winger. Lilepo doesn't have to play right wing, because it will be hard for him to cut in and take shots. As you saw, what he was taking unnecessary shots, it's because it was hard for him to cut in and take shots. So we should have put Ulilepo in his best position, we left wing. That is where we are going to see Ulilepo cutting in and take shots. And Kulia game, it was hard for him to take shots because he was playing out of position. The only good thing that he was supposed to do was for him to cut a 6 yard cross balls to the box. And we saw him when he did that. He created an opportunity for Flavio Silva, and Flavio Silva was able to bury the goal. So those are one of the things that were wrong. And another thing that was wrong was for us to start to Ashley to Priest at left wing. We saw it. Yes, Ashley to Priest has pace, but he does lack composure and technicality these days. I don't know what is happening to Ashley to Priest, because as Stellenbosch, Ashley to Priest was a very, very good player. But ever since he came to KAIZER Chiefs, he has not been performing in a way that all of us need him to perform in. And we have to ask ourselves, what is the cause of that reason? And for me, when I see it, it's because Ashley to Priest has been played out of position. Tina, as you all know, Ashley to Priest was supposed to be a striker with the squad of KAIZER Chiefs. So I think he has been now moved to play a wing. And it was not good enough for him. In the first game, okay, it was not that impressive, but you can see if he has more game time with Petro Premiership, he will understand the rhythm and he will be able to catch up and do more. So I would not put any blame from Ethan Chislet, but from Ashley to Priest, I have to put blame because he has been here for a lot of time. I won't put blame Gule that was being dismissed, because I don't think that goal was offside. Actually, the priest was onside. Flavio Silva, when especially the players in the kind of position, we have to look at the ball. Ukuthi ibhola beliphambili to priest, and ibhola mawalibuka was in front of Ashley to Priest. So that means Ashley to Priest was onside Kula one-on-one attack. When Flavio Silva dropped that 6 yard, that goal should have counted. But then we are playing against referees this season. There's another thing we have to think about. Ever since the season started, we've been playing with our referees who are not good enough for us, and this has been costing Chiefs in all the metrics that we have seen good this season. So that is one of the reasons that we have to speak about. But yeah, there was this chance that Ashley Priest was given by Ethan Chislet, and he did good when he lobbed the goalkeeper. And when he decided, I'm expecting him as a player who has composure. For a player who has composure, what I was expected from him, Ashley to Priest, is I was expecting to see Ashley to Priest to have composure with their position. Those are the things that I was expecting Ashley to Priest to have composure in one of the position. But then he didn't have composure. And where is the composure, Ashley to Priest? You've been missing open net chances. One of the chances that we missed is when we draw against, I think it was Al Mazir. Was it Al Mazir or Zesco? I can't remember. Where Ashley to Priest missed an open net. Again yesterday, Ashley to Priest is doing the same thing. You are really costing us, bro. You are really costing us. You had supposed if you look at the way he had time, Ashley to Priest had time on the ball. He had time on the ball to make a decision, but now what decided Wuti, I'm not gonna make a decision. That's what Ashley to Priest decided. What decided Wuti, he was not going to make a proper decision for us, and that costed us a game. Because if he had composure, Galesas cards, the only thing that was needed for him is to have composure. If he had composure, he would have buried that chance. Like literally. He would have buried that chance, and we were able to score a goal with Ashley to Priest if he did better. But he didn't do better. He had to just let the ball come to him, control it, because there was an open net. The keeper was behind him, and the other defender was on his side, and the other defender was already chasing to block Ibal. Ibal will block a defender. He wouldn't be able to hold the ball with his hands. Just grab the ball and take a shot. That's all was needed. But you decided what you're gonna do a back heel. Imagine, we need to win games, and when we're doing a back heels. You see, those are the kind of things we have to complain about. You can't do back heels in those kind of situation. We need to score in those kind of situation, and when you decide to do back heels, that's not good. That's really not good for Ashley to praise. And we have to speak about the changes that were made by the coaches. The coaches made four changes. They took out Eden Chislet, they took out Ashley Dupreez, they took out Umaboy. I think they didn't took out Umaboy. Who was the other player who was took out? Oh, Flavio Silva. They took out Flavio Silva for Utu. You see, most of all these players have not been getting a game time, so rhythm yabo is off. That is the only thing I always tell you about. So this thing of chopping and changing amalana petu is taking the rhythm off kulama players. It is affecting a rhythm kulama players, because the more you are chopping and changing these players, you are disrupting a rhythm, and we do not need people to disrupt the rhythm of players. They don't always tell you what we need to have a strong starting 11 for these players, and we don't have one. The more we keep on changing lineup to keep on changing players, the more we keep on changing people, I don't think we're gonna have a proper 11. Ever since this season started, just look at all the games that we've played. We have been chopping and changing players, chopping and changing players. When are we going to have a starting 11 that is very strong? I know Ignacio Miguel is injured. I was one of the people who was always complaining about Ignacio Miguel, but now I've seen the importance of him with the team. I'm seeing the importance of Ignacio Miguel. Paseka Marco has not been doing well for me, so I do miss Brady Cross. Another thing for Brady Cross to get injured. Why was Brady Cross given a chance to go for amateur trials? Imagine you are under contract for a team and you are going for trials. Did Puso Tetecha and Mbogazi go for trials? They didn't. The team wanted them and they signed them. So why are we giving players opportunities to go for trials? This is not a good for Chiefs. We are making horrible decisions, especially the management. So as long as the management is making these horrible decisions, we're gonna keep on being a poor squad. Let's look at Ido Kunjan. Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch decided to play with a back five. Back five. We have one of our players who always umtaka there. Lebusa, Stanage Godwill, Uyoste, and they had a midfield of 4. So that means we had control of the midfield because they had only 2 people in their midfield. Upili and Lutevin Titus were supposed to be dropping inside whenever they had the ball, and Cupido was just a striker for them who was always collecting the ball. He was dropping deep, collecting the ball from them and scoring goals. But in the first half, the Chiefs were able to counter press back 5, Ilokunjan, Stellenbosch, and we were able to create chances. We were able to create those chances. That's the thing. We were able to create those chances. I saw Oguti, we were trying something. But as soon as the second half started, those changes, bruh, they were not good enough. They were literally not good enough. Our changes way too did not bring any flavor to the squad. They did not bring consistency to the team. We just drop a form all of a sudden. This should show you ukuthi most of the players abakajwayele ukudlala ndawonye. So that's why I'm always crying about a rhythm. But we had a whole week to prepare the game, and Stellenbosch only had 2 days. 2 days Stellenbosch only had. And so now we had a whole week to prepare for this game, and we were unable unable to destroy them. That was not good enough. Literally not good enough. We can have explanation just about I'm trying to explain what happened, but at the end of the day, it was not good enough for the coaches. So moving on, uh, to Ulo Khalid Ben Youssef. Khalid Ben Youssef made a statement. One of the statements that I don't have right now as a picture Manje is that Khalid Ben Youssef told Huti he's very sorry for the fans because the players are really disappointed and they they didn't prepare well for Stellenbosch. So I'm asking myself, Uzi, how did you not prepare well? Because you had a whole week in Stellenbosch, it only had 2 days. One of the things I liked about Unabi is that Unabi, whenever we were supposed to play against a team, you will always see Unabi going to a ground to watch the team that we were going to play against, and he will sit down and watch Uguti how they usually play from the back and how do they move the ball, and then Unabi will have a solution Uguti lo game so these coaches are not doing that. I'm asking myself, how are they preparing for games, especially the game last Sunday with Ilokunjan? So you telling me these coaches the only thing that they do is they use AMA videos? Sometimes you must need to go AMA games and use your eyes. Use your eyes to see how we can beat the next team. And these coaches are not doing that. The only thing that they're doing, angazuthi abazi wayibona ukuthi who is a head coach, because sometimes you see a goalkeeper coach speaking to our players, giving information. Next thing you are seeing Ukazi giving information. Next thing you are seeing Ukalil giving information. So what information does our players has to take? You see, this is another disruption. There is a lot of disruption even in the dressing room. There is a disruption with that dressing room rate. So they need to fix one of those things. So this is what the news by Ulo Khalil Ben Youssef on a quadruple sub. The substitution were so clear. The first for the first table trailer for Mshini, Shaulala for Eden, you know they were not part of the team for a long time. They can't finish the 90 minutes. Silva did a lot of work in the first half and was tired. So for that we made a substitution, and Ashley Dupree's the same case as Mshini and Uiten Chishlet. So he's telling us what he made those substitution for Mshini, Uiten Chishlet, Tabo, Uiten Chishlet, Ashley Dupree's, because they have not been playing a lot of games. So that means they were tired. Same as Flavio Silva. Does it make any sense? How are they tired? Like literally, how are they tired? It's this thing I'm telling you. These coaches, they are giving every player a game. When some of them, when you look at those situations, you're asking yourself, is it necessary for this player to get game time? Even George Matlo, we even saw George Matlo when we play against Al Mazir, they gave him game time when he has not been playing for a long time. And you think Uguti he will not disrupt the rhythm of the team. 4 changes made, and none of them made an impact. Here's the thing, I'm tired of blaming players. We've been here for a long time as KAIZER Chiefs fans. We've been blaming players with this player doesn't do this player doesn't do this and that and that and that. At the end of the day, we have to look at in management. Are they signing winning proper players or players who came here to just collect salaries? That's all. We used to have players who are fighting for the badge of KAIZER Chiefs. And I see some of these players, I feel like badge Chiefs never sinned. That's how I feel. When I see a lot of these players, I feel like badge KAIZER Chiefs never sinned. Like literally. Most of these players, I feel like badge KAIZER Chiefs never sinned. Because we have been changing coaches every year and still there is no change. One of the things I'm asking about to people is that we made money by winning in Nedbank Cup, and we didn't spend it on players, especially quality players. Look at the team that they were competing with. Sometimes I know it's a rich team, Jengamanje, and if you look at them, the way that they spend money, and you look at the Orlando Pirates, you look at the Sundowns, and you look at the Orlando Pirates, when they spend money on players, they bring in players that we all know they are going to soon make an impact. And you are seeing that by the position that they are in. The Orlando Pirates has been doing the same thing. Goma window up. We've been seeing it for years. That's why the Orlando Pirates have been winning trophies recently. It's because they know how to buy players. And Tina, on the other hand, we do not know how to buy players. Now we have to ask ourselves, why are we not buying those players? That has been the question for me. Uguti, why have we not been buying players who are going to be good for us and for his squad? Why? Is it because we are trying to save money? Save money for what? Isn't football is about winning? Isn't that right? If baller is about winning, and Jengaman just look like the Chiefs are just playing to participate, not to compete with other teams. I'm even scared that we might not finish with top 8 when we are going to continue to be like this. Even the Ladvola players, big team port players, go January we didn't do anything, and we saw what there was a lack of something with teammates, and team that we were competing with went back we window even on January and made something, and now we did not do something. So we have to accept the mediocrity ukuthi there has to be chopping and changing of players ngaso sonke isikhathi. These coaches have 2 years njengamanje and they still do not know ukuthi who is their strongest starting 11. That's very poor from them, bro. That's literally very poor from them. So let's look at this. Here we have a KAIZER Chiefs squad, players in age and a contract expiry date for most of these players. As you can see, I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 for contract. Oh, let me start at the top. We have Dylan Solomons. We have Dylan Solomons. I'm looking at the wrong contract situation. Oh, Bradley Cross will be out of the contract next year. Bradley Cross will be out of a contract next year. Oh, I think we are back. There was something happening. I think we are back now. I think we are back. We have players who will be out of contract. Bradley Cross will be out of contract, and he is 25 years old. And Jengamanje, he is injured. For me, I will give Bradley Cross a contract extension for him to stay at KAIZER Chiefs next year because I think he is a good player. I don't know if he will go back to America because he was one of the players now. He was on a trial for LS Galaxy with MLS. You don't know if LX Galaxy will come back for him because as soon as he was injured, the story was LA Galaxy just told him to come back to South Africa. That was one of the reasons I was so mad Uguti the way that they treated Bradley Cross when he went for a trial LA Galaxy and they didn't have sympathy. As soon as he got injured, they told him Uguti go back to South Africa. Another one, I will keep Bradley Cross for next season. Another one, Dylan Solomons, 29 years old. Contract yakhe expire naye ngoJune. For me, Dylan Solomons has showed how can I say this? Dylan Solomon is older than Uri Flosler. I wasn't expecting that. I thought Uri Flosler was the older one. So we have had Uri Flosler for a long time at KAIZER Chiefs. Do we still need Uri Floza ngokubuka kwenu at Chiefs? Do we still need Uri Floza in our squad? For me, I don't think we still need Uri Floza because now he has been one of the players who have injury issues. I don't say Uti. I don't wish injuries to players because that's a bad thing. But yeah, we need to release players who are not always there for squad sake whenever we need them. And Uri Flosla, I think we have been giving him a lot of opportunities with KAIZER Chiefs, and he has not been performing well for us. So for me, I would drop Uri Flosla quick as achieved for next season and keep Dylan Solomons. I know Dylan Solomons has been making some mistakes, but this season I think he has done a lot better than most of the players that we have achieved. For me, he has done better with Dylan Solomons, so I would keep him. And I think maybe if there is a coach who knows how to use him, for me, Dylan Solomons, I see him as a wing back. As you see a right wing back, Dylan Solomons, that's his position. He is not a type of defender that is always uh, holding the line with the defenders. He's always trying to push with the ball because he has pace and power. And I think he is good when it comes to crossing the ball. I think he can still develop in some of situation like technicality because sometimes I think he is not good. He is not that good technical. And we have midfield we have Uspong Selimteto. Without a doubt, give him a contract extension. Without a doubt, give Umtetwa a contract extension. I would like to see him as soon as he get back because I want to see a partnership yakhe with Ulebukhang Maboy. I think whenever Usman Selimteto will come back to the team, that will give Ulebukhang Maboy freedom for him to advance forward with the ball. Because for me, kule season, for a player who has impressed me a lot is Ulokunjan, Ulebohang Maboy. So I wouldn't cry a lot if people were to ask me, Uguti, whenever I see double pivot, Tetwa, Ulebohang Maboy, they will make me very proud. I think these players will be good for us in the midfield, and I think they would give number 10 way to Nabo freedom for them to advance more further and to not always focusing on defending. So those are one of the players I think I would keep. And we have Utabakele. Tabakele for me is a fan favorite player. He is most loved by fans. But we have to speak the truth. It's not going good, brother. It's really not going good for Tabakele, especially for this season. I don't know why. Is he struggling with a system? Because last season I did saw what he can bring Tabakele with the team. But this season he has dropped immensely. Because I did like some of the performance that I saw. Excuse me. That I saw from Mutabotele, especially Willow Kunjan. When we went away, we got to see got to see in Willow Kunjan Netherlands training camp. I did saw Utabotele performing well. So I think Unabi knew how to use Utabotele. And right now, ever since Unabi has departed from KAIZER Chiefs, it's been not that good for him. Ulokunjan, Utabotele. So I don't know what's going to happen for Utabotele this season, but if it's up to me, I think I would give him a chance. Because if I don't give him a chance, that means Uguti, we are bringing back some kilos one. That would be the solution. Now, corner, I don't know if some. I do not watch Isiwelele. I don't think they are playing him and Happy Mashian. You can tell me in the comment section if they are playing for Isiwelele. I don't think he has been that good because I think if he is performing very well for Isiwelele, I think we would have heard a lot of it, especially for my fans. I think the fans would have told us Uguti he is doing very well, but for now, I don't think he has been doing very well. Uh, Another player who will be out of contract extension is Nkosingphile Ngcobo. Nkosingphile Ngcobo is another one. He will be out of contract when this season is about to end. He's another player who will be out of a contract. Umshini, that's why they call him. A lot of fans call him Umshini. Mshini performance this season for me have been up and down. That is what I've seen from Mshini this season. It's been an up and down, slip and slope. I think it's because now it's a game time thing. If you play a game today and you are not playing the next 5 games and then you play a game again, that is messing with your rhythm as a player. A player needs game time every week in, week out in order for him to be at his perfect form. So when these players are being chopped and changed every time, you will be seeing some of my performances they will drop. So this is one of the reasons I've been seeing for Nkosingphile Ngcobo. If you were to ask me, will I give Nkosingphile Ngcobo a contract extension? I would say yes, because I think there is a good player from Nkosingphile Ngcobo, and we've seen him for a while. There is a good player in him. But if I were to take out players kule midfield njengamanje, players who I would want, let's see Augustin Sereno. I have to speak about Augustin Sereno because I saw something where I was told about Augustin Sereno. I thought I saw it on Twitter. People were writing about it. Chiefs wanted to give Augustin Sereno a new contract, and Augustin Sereno rejected it because he told them he needs a more pay rise. And that really pissed me off when I saw it, guys. I'm like, you want a pay rise? What did you do? And the thing, he said he wants a pay rise because he won us Nedbank Cup assisting it. I'm like, eh? You see the type of players that we have. Augustin Sereno is supposed to be a figure to these players. He is the oldest player in the squad. And the only thing he cares about when Chiefs gives him a contract, he needs his salary to rise. What have you done for the Chiefs for you to be given a salary raise? What? Now I have to ask the management, Woody. You see, these players are here to collect their checks, not to play for the badge. And this just proves it all. Woody, Augustin Sereno, they are not here at KAIZER Chiefs to play for Ibechle Chiefs. They are here to collect a paycheck. He is the highest paid player in Njengamanje Chiefs. And when the Chiefs want to extend his contract, Utini, he wants a better pay rise. I'm like, oh my God, he just needs to leave. Because he's influencing most of these young players. He's the influence. He's the oldest player kule squad sethu, and he is giving bad influence to our players njengamanje. He really is bad influence to these players. A bad influence. Why do you want a pay rise? Like, why? What have you done for KAIZER Chiefs for you to be given a pay rise? What has he done, Sereno, for KAIZER Chiefs to give him a pay rise? That's the question. What has he done? Nothing. Nothing. Or to funny pay rise with KAIZER Chiefs. KAIZER Mutawong, you need to fix these things because it's getting out of hand. Augustin Sereno is supposed to be a figure kule KAIZER Chiefs squad, and he's not showing that as a leader. For me, I wouldn't give Augustin Sereno a contract because even this season, he has not impressed me. Like, literally, he has not impressed me. Going for Pule Modi, another one, contract extension, 32 years old. The truth is, Mina, I've been on Pule's Modi back ever since last season. Because there was a time whereby Opule Modi was playing a lot of games under Onabi, and opportunities were falling for him in every match. And what did he do? Nothing. He did nothing. He was always missing chances. Njengamanje, I saw a fan who was on Twitter saying ukuthi we needed Upule Modi game because of his defensive. And I'm asking myself, you see here, he's a forward, and you are missing a player for his defensive attributes and not his attacking attributes. Is he a defender or a winger? Like some of us fans, we need to speak about this. We must stop being delusional sometimes. How can you miss a forward player for his defensive prowess when he needs to be very skillful when you need him when you attack? Pule Modi doesn't give us nothing when we are attacking. So I think it's time for us to let him go. That's literally my reasoning. I think it's time for us to let him go, because this thing that has been our fans are saying, we need Pule Modi for him because he helps the team when it comes to defending. Does he help the team when we need him to attack? No, he's a winger, but he does not help us when we have to attack, and that's not good enough. So I wouldn't give Opule Modi a contract extension. So for me, it will be a goodbye for him, and let's go for Umahlambi. Umahlambi lapho ku-TS Galaxy, the younger brother, not the older brother. The younger brother, Umahlambi. Let's just go for him with TS Galaxy and pay the money and bring him to KAIZER Chiefs because he's a good player. That's all I'm gonna say. And let's move on another player who will be out of contract extension. Kanyisa Mayo, for me, he is not impressed now. He came with KAIZER Chiefs with a lot of noise. There were a lot of noise when Kanyisa Mayo came with KAIZER Chiefs. And he is not impressed now. So if I were to say, do we still need to keep him, or we need to just drop him kule squad njengamanje, I would drop Kanyisa Mayo, and I think he will get another team, or maybe system iyamhlula with Chiefs, because I won't lie and say Kanyisa Mayo he's a bad player. He's not, but he's struggling. He's another player who is struggling at KAIZER Chiefs njengamanje. So you can tell me your thoughts in the comment section. What is your thoughts about Kanyisa Mayo? Do we keep him, or Chiefs should spend the money to buy him? Yeah, you can give me your thoughts. So when you look at the squad, for me, let's start from the top. I think Fierce Ntwari will have to leave the Chiefs. I think he will leave. I know he's still young, but he wouldn't be a second choice goalkeeper, because at the end of the day, Fierce Ntwari is a first team goalkeeper for a national team yake. And if he is a first team goalkeeper for a national team yake, I think he would want to play more. I know he has injury issues, but Open Peterson has been very brilliant for us. I think Fierce Ntwari will be would have to leave Chiefs if he wants more game time. And Giving him Simango is another one who has an injury issue for KAIZER Chiefs. He's a good player, but do we need him? Because one of the news that have been surrounding KAIZER Chiefs is that we have signed Utabiso Molesane on a pre-contract. And for me, I do not trust those news for now, because we had the same news again for about Zulo Gunjan. How am I forgetting this player? Lo osedlala Southampton coming from Orlando Pirates. Now we were told he has been signed on a pre-contract. Even Faisal Saloom, there were those news about Faisal Saloom ukuthi the Chiefs have signed him on a pre-contract, and we were sakhamisa simlindile ukuthi uzoqhamuka eseqoke iJersey le Chiefs, and nothing. I would release him if those news were true. And Urushin Dodley, we all know he's very good. It's just that he has been unfortunate for him due to injuries. So he's another player who I would drop. And we have Aiden McCarthy. Aiden McCarthy has been good. I don't know what is happening with Nkanyi Soshinga. Maybe we will see more of him. Let me see women field day to a player who I will release. George Matlow. I think it's time, brother. I think it's time for George Matlow to be released. I think it's time. Another player who I think needs to be released, we did not talk about him, is Utairik Morris. Morris, you are not bringing nothing to my squad. No flavor, no nothing, no stembiso. So Tamoris, I would release Tamoris school squad in I think he would need to be released so that other players will be given opportunities. Especially Unaleti Hlongwane, ngiyakhala ngoNaleti Hlongwane. Because the first game that we played in the opening season, he was very impressive. But yeah, what did they do? Management go back to the DDC. That's what the management did. Excuse me. The management decided to go back with DDC, and that's not fair, bruh. We have players young among you are seeing Pussy Tejan in the MLS. Players like Abundaman collecting awards of being man of the match, of being man of the match, Gomala Sundowns. I think he has collected maybe 3 times. And he's one of the players who I think will go to World Cup. Undamane. Undamane will go to World Cup. I will be surprised if Hugo Boss does not select him. We let go of Undamane. You see, we have a lot of gems, but we are not using them. And amafans zethu, whenever we lose, they go for our younger players zethu, and they forget about the decisions that are made by management or how horrible they are. I mean, I'm always calling out management. That's it, not the players. So, good people, as we conclude this video, thank you to the guys who stayed tuned for each channel. The only thing I would want and wish for you guys to do for me is to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, because that will help the channel to reach a wider audience. And I haven't been reaching a wider audience because I'm a like button are shorter good people. So if you are still watching me, please, I'm begging you, just smash the like button. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe and turn on the bell notification, so whenever I'm dropping like a new video or news for KAIZER Chiefs, you will be notified. And if you like the stream, I hope you guys enjoy the stream. We're gonna do more this kind of stream when there are news for KAIZER Chiefs. Especially, I think we will do a watch along on Sunday against the Orlando Pirates. So I will be there to do a watch along for that game. And yesterday we were not able to do a watch along because I had load shedding. So good people, thank you guys for always being here. There's nothing more to say. So I don't think that the other news I have for you. Let me check. But I don't think there are. Nah, there are no news I have for you. So good people, as we conclude this video, thank you guys for always watching and supporting the channel. We are about to reach my aim this year is to reach 1,000 subscribers. Njengamanje we are at 959 subscribers. Aim and my goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers. And ngizosizwa nina by you people who are watching this channel, ukuthi to share and direct this channel to other people. And we're gonna create a new community to support KAIZER Chiefs. And I'm saying, Mina, we are out for these coaches. They must be sacked. Even today, they must leave KAIZER Chiefs and give Ulo Kunjan who coach development this team and continue with it until the season end, because I think these coaches are not good enough. And in management, I'm calling them out again to do proper things, especially the KAIZER family, bruh. Ever since they took over from their father, both those two guys have been not doing a great job. They have been not doing a great job, so I'm calling them out. I hope you people, especially people who have a large audience, come on social media, please let's call them out because they need to make good decision for this KAIZER Chiefs team, because there is no team that is scared to play against KAIZER Chiefs, and we're supposed to call ourselves the biggest team in Africa. That really breaks my heart when I see our players, especially I saw the player of TS Galaxy saying, KAIZER Chiefs next, and we are going to win it. I'm like, what? So not every team now is scared to play against KAIZER Chiefs. That's not good. That's really not good. So as I conclude this video, I know I've been saying this thing again, I have ADHD. So yeah, thank you guys for liking and supporting the channel. I hope we can do more streams like this. So